Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you doing? I appreciate everybody that watched the video I put up last night on fishing spider jigs. And I want to thank one of my subscribers, Stephen Becker. He mentioned cabin creeks, and I totally forgot to mention them, but I thought it might be a good way to do a new video and talk more about maybe more finesse spider jigs. Now, there's one of the bigger size ones of the company I didn't mention. That's the Crazy Hick Bait Company. I bought these at the outdoor show in New Hampshire at the Dome last year, and it's a nice, that's your nice 5-inch. I believe it's a 5-inch. Yeah, this is a 5-inch bait. They call it the thingamajig. Crazy Hick Bait Company calls it a thingamajig, and this is a really nice. I saw this there and I had to get it. So I'm sure when I see them at the show this year, I'll grab some more of these. I don't remember how many different colors he had at the show last year. But I forgot to mention that I had to bag out and then it got buried in all those other ones I had. So I just wanted to show you that one quick. But that's from the Crazy, I'll even show you that logo again. I know I've done a video on this in the past of the baits I bought from them. I'll show you the back there. I'm sure I'll have some more of these to show you in the future if I see them at the show and he's got more of these. Because this color is iced limeade. And I really thought it was cool when I saw it. So if you want that 5-inch, that 4 or 5-inch spider jig, there you go, right there. The Crazy Hick Bait Company makes a nice one. But I forgot to put that in the video yesterday, so I figured I'd add it today. Now, yesterday, when I was talking about the spider jigs, I was talking more about, the big 4 and 5-inch size. And I didn't even mention the Gitzits. Now, this Gitzit, I'm not going to go into them again, but I showed you these. These are more on the finesse, side. 3-inch spider grubs, throwing on a spinning reel a lot of times. Especially now, this one here is only a 1/4 inch. So I would definitely throw it on the spinning rod setup. 8-10 pound fluoro. But that 3/8 one, I sometimes may throw that on a bait caster, but I tend to throw these Gitzit ones, as I said yesterday, on a spinning reel setup, spinning rod setup. Now, as far as finesse spider jigs go, thanks, Stephen. The good old cabin creek. Now, for you guys who have never thrown a cabin creek before, this is what the package looks like. And I've got a bunch of different colors here. And when you get these, it's not going to come, it's going to be spider parts. You're going to get, that skirt part, that spider part. And some of these, there they go. And you're going to get your hula grub part, your grub part. So when you combine these two here, you've got yourself a finesse spider jig. And I've took out a bunch of different types of jig heads. If you have a favorite, use it. I use a bunch of different ones. I like the Bass Cave tackle ones. I use those a lot. Let's see. Sometimes I'll just use these Keitech, the tungsten super round bend. There's the. You guys have probably seen me do videos on these before. If I'm looking to use tungsten, I'll use this little guy. Cabin Creek does make a jig head. I'm not a big fan of it, so I tend to use different ones. Any shaky head you have that you like to use, you can do it on that. I use the Strike King shaky head a lot for them. Just a ball head. I believe that's a Strike King. It might be a little bigger size than I tend to go. I usually don't go much heavier than a 1/4 ounce on these small ones. Even a net head type is fine. I just got these. I know I did a video on them. These Queen Tackle Live Sonar Tungsten Jig Heads. I haven't tried these yet. So I want to try these out. But, any option is good. I've got so many different jig heads here. There's more Bass Cave stuff over here. Any one you want to use is fine. I'll probably just use one of these Bass Caves here just because I've got it out. Let's go. This one is let me see if I can go a little lighter than a 1/4 ounce. Yeah, this one here is a 3/16. Let's go with this. So this is just this is on a 2/0. So let's see how it sets up on the 2/0. I think I usually use a 2/0 when I use these cabin creeks. But another great bait for that, that early season, late season, when you're just dragging rock. And as I said, any jig head, no, that's a 2/0, 3/16. That's a Bass Cave. I'll just use that one as to show you how I rig it up. But any jig head you like is fine. And when you do these, use these. Like I said, it's going to come in the 2 parts. And this, I believe, is the pumpkin pepper color, if I didn't tell you, or chartreuse pepper number 42. So you're going to put your spider part on first. Oops. Right through the middle. Get that up over the keeper on whatever hook you're using. So we got that part, and then just cinch on your grub part, and you're ready to fish. These are very slimy coming out of the back. Just line it up, and then you can use a little crazy glue up there if you want to really secure that in. I don't really worry about it. And there you go. That's a Cabin Creek. I'll show you the different colors I got here in a minute. But there's your Cabin Creek right there. As I said, I throw these on a spinning setup. 8, 10-pound fluoro. Just drag it around the rocks, drag it around the rocks. And you know, you can get hung up when you're throwing these open hooks, but that's just a part of it. You got to get down there by the rocks where the bass are. So there you go. And that's, like I said, that's a Bass Cave head, 3/16 ounce 2/0 hook. So there you go. There's one setup. Some of the different colors I have in the Cabin Creeks. This black red glitter is one I like. And I used to buy a lot of these at when I was in Jersey. We'd go up to Wacky Worm in PA. They had a ton of them. Down at Tackle and Field. They always have them down in town. I grabbed some there. But there's that black red glitter. You can see how you can put that together. But it's really a really awesome Finesse spider grub. Let's see, this one's just watermelon pepper. Just go through the colors I got here. Avocado, black and red is a nice one. It all depends on what kind of water clarity you're fishing. The most popular one a lot of guys use is just the green pumpkin. I think this might even be I don't know if this is 2 10-packs together, but there's a lot in there. I might have just combined 2 packs. A lot of times I'll take that green pumpkin and just put a little orange on the tail. This amber red green is nice. I like this motor oil gold glitter, one I like to throw. I mean, they're all good. Just depends on what kind of water clarity you're looking at. That's that pumpkin pepper gold. What do they call that? Gold glitter. Can't go wrong with the black one. Just plain black. Great bait. That purple, blue, and red glitter is nice. And this is a very inexpensive way to fish. You know, get yourself some jig heads, and these aren't expensive, these packs. This milky white pepper, I've actually used that bed fishing before. Works pretty good. The sand color is good. Yeah, it's these packs. I mean, the price tags are kind of faded off of here over the years. But, you know, I think they were like $4.99 a pack, $3.99, I forget. This green pumpkin blue glitter is nice. So I mean, I'm sure they have probably a lot more than I have. But, you know, there's that pepper color. I mean, you think a smallie might eat that? Great bait. So this is a really simple way to finesse your spider jigs. You'll see you'll get like all these, the heads and all the grubs, all in the one pack. You just put it together on whatever jig head you want. And that's nice about it. You can use the jig head you want. There you go. So that's their number 42 color chartreuse pepper. I don't know if I showed you, I do have just the plain chartreuse pearl, which I do like for smallies too. It's a good one. But that black is a great color. There you go. Another one that is very popular, that I have friends that live and die by this bait. They do great with it. I don't do great with it, but I don't really throw it as much as they do. I'll stick to a Ned when you know, in those conditions, but they love to throw these Keitechs, the little spiders. And a lot of tournaments are won on this bait, not by me, but I know a lot of guys who really love to throw them. And when I throw these, you know, you could use that jig head. That's fine. Sometimes I use a Ned head, but they have a 3.5 inch size, and I'll just show you a few of the colors. This is like that scuppernog color. This is a brown and purple, which I like. These are the 3.5-inch ones. The IU color. Sahara olive flake. It's a nice one. These are, like I said, the 3.5-inch size. Let's see if I have anything different here. Green pumpkin. Can't go wrong with that. And this is the new spider jig. You'll understand what I mean in a minute if you don't know what I'm talking about already. The black one. Green pumpkin, blue. So these are all the 3.5-inch size. And this is like their new texture of the bait, style of the bait. I mean, the style, I guess, is the same. But the texture of the plastic is different than it was when they first came out. And that original texture is what guys really like. I'll show you those in a sec. And then they make it in a 3-inch size that I have. They may make others. They may make a smaller size. I don't know. I don't have it. The black ones. See, I got these at Tackle on Field back in Jersey. Green pumpkin. That's Sahara olive color. Really nice. And that's the IU. I like the IU. And this is a very thin bait. I'll show you. I mean, I tend to use that 3.5-inch size more. So I'll show you the 3.5. The black here. I thought I had one on the table, but I can't find it, so I'll just pull another one out. Now you can use any hook you want with this, but you can see this is a very small bait. So you don't use too big of a hook. You don't want to tear the bait up. But that's that black one. You know, just a regular spider. And this one you don't have to put together. It's all put together for you. You just have to decide what hook you want to use here. Now, I may tend to go to a 1/0 here. Let me see what I got as far as the bass caves are out here. Thought I had a 1/0 here. No, I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Here's a 1/8 1/0 bass cave. Nice jig head. You could use a 2/0. Let's see how the 1/0 fits on there. But like I said, I prefer with these a smaller hook because I don't want to rip the bait up. But you know, a nice small finesse jig head. Just slide it on there. Go up, down. Yeah, not too good. Do it again. Okay, I got that a little crooked there, but get that too far in. Maybe redo that for you guys. It's a little straighter. I'm not getting it down the plastic enough on the bottom. There we go. Sometimes if you don't get it too far enough on the bottom, it'll kind of flip up like it was there. But there you go. There's your black Keitech. It's a 3.5-inch. It's your little spider Keitech. There you go. It's on an 1/8 ounce. Or I'm sorry. No, yeah, 1/8 bass cave with a 1/0 hook. And I think the 1/0 is good. If you go 2/0, you're gonna be a little. I mean, you can probably get away with it, but I kind of stick with the 1/0 for these because they're tiny. There you go. I mean, there's like the ultimate finesse setup. You know, these two here for spider jigging. That Cabin Creek and that, and if you want something, you can see the difference here. The Cabin Creek is much bigger in the profile than that Keitech. But, you know, as far as finesse spider jigs go, you can't go wrong with these two. Now, what I was saying about how this is kind of like the new Keitech spider jig, this is the original packs here that guys pay a lot of money for, I guess, on eBay and stuff for that love these originals. Because the original one, this is like a 3-inch cola cover. I know you're not going to be able to see it because you can't, tell by just, but you can tell that it's a different type of plastic. I don't know what the difference is, by a technical name. What they used when they originally made these. My guess is they were probably more durable, so they tried to make something less durable, so they tear sooner. But there you go. That's the original Keitech. They came in these little plastic boxes. And when they first came out, I only threw them a little bit. I was always like a jig guy, throwing big baits and like that little stupid little thing. But man, it can sure catch them. You can sure catch them. If you go to those spring tournaments on Candlewood Lake and look at your top fives in a lot of the tournaments, and a lot of guys are using these, especially these old ones. That's like the 3.5 inch. That's that Sahara olive color. That's 3.5. These are the old school ones. I'm assuming that's a green pumpkin. I don't know. The thing has worn off over the years. There's the 3 inch size. Oops. There's the 3 inch size. Now that says black on there, but obviously it's white. So wherever I do with the black ones, put it in that. Here's a pearl white and 3.5. More green pumpkin, which you can't go. Garden State Bow and Reel. Hey, Dino, I got this at your place. Got this at Dino's place. Garden State Bow and Reel. Who knows how many years ago I bought these there. Yep, Garden State Bow and Reel. Moby color, 3.5 inch. So I got these a long time ago because they stopped making. I don't know if they stopped making them totally. Maybe whatever this plastic was, they ran out of. I don't know. Anybody who's an expert on Keitech history would know better than me, but those are those old ones, those original ones I got. So that's really it, guys. Those are the Finesse spider jigs that I have and use. I probably tend to use the Cabin Creek more than the Keitech, but I'll throw this around. And a lot of times I'll just throw these on a net head. I'll just try it. If I'm throwing a net around, I'll say, oh, let me try the Cabin Creek for a while, or the Keitech for a while, see how it's working, just to show them something different. I tend to throw this more. I probably should throw this more. I've had my butt kicked on it enough in tournaments. I probably should throw this more, but you know, you got to fish the way you fish, right? But that's it, guys. So if you're thinking of doing maybe some Finesse spider jigging, I encourage you to try out the Gitzit. It's a great one. It's already put together. It's already, you don't have to do anything. The jig head, the bait's all put together. Tie it on and throw it. Very simple. Go on the Gitzit website and check them out. If you want to try the Cabin Creeks, this is a very inexpensive, and the Gitzits are very inexpensive too. The Gitzits, or I'm sorry, the Cabin Creeks are not expensive, and you get a lot per pack. And it's an easy setup. You saw how I set it up on the jig head. Any jig head you want to use, will work. And if you find it's kind of coming apart here at the top, put a little crazy glue on there. Hold it together if you think you need it. I don't tend to really think I need it that much. It holds on there pretty good. As long as that jig head has a decent keeper, it'll hold it on there. The Keitechs are a little more expensive, but they're a good bait. They'll work for you. Try those too if you're looking for something different. But that's my Finesse baits that I use when I'm spider jigging. I'm sure I'll probably have one of these on the, you know, if I get out again. The weather's gotten so bad. It was so warm for so long, and all of a sudden it's gotten so cold. But I'm sure the lakes aren't going to like freeze up overnight. It's not like it's that cold. Hopefully after the holidays, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get out before that, but hopefully after the holidays I can get out and throw some of these baits around and have some video of catching some fish on them. But these will definitely be tied on. I'll definitely have one of these type of Finesse spider jigs tied on along with, you know, one of the bigger sizes that I showed you yesterday. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So Stephen, thanks again for the for reminding me about the Cabin Creeks. It gave me an idea, because as soon as I thought of them, I said, oh, I didn't talk about these either. So I don't want to ignore any spider jigs that I have. Now, if I might find something in one of these boxes and say, oh, I didn't talk about that one. If anybody knows of any other kinds, let me know. But I think I pretty much covered it all. But you guys get the idea. So like I said, any questions, I'll put links to all these, because I know you can get these. So I'll put links to those on there. Wherever you shop for tackle, they usually have them. You know, I know I've shown you guys the Bass Cave jig heads. They're good. Whatever jig head you want to use. A lot of times, like I said, I just take a net head and throw it on here, like a Woo tungsten net head, and I'll just throw my Keitech on there. So whatever jig head you like, you know, go with that one. Okay, just don't go too big on the hook, especially for these small baits. Just don't go too big with the hook. All right, that's it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate the comments on the other video, and thanks for everything, for you guys that are subscribing to the channel, giving me some ideas on videos. So, you know, like I always say, like and share the video, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, do that, and keep doing videos. Take care, guys.